What's up, guys? Riley here, back with another episode of Rebuilding the U.S. Men's National Team in Football Manager 2019. And today we're heading into our second friendly here versus Venezuela off the back of a 3-1 win versus Paraguay. So solid start for us. I'm going to be mixing up the squad, though, in this match, partly due to fitness reasons, but also I kind of want to see how some of these new players, these new faces in the side perform here. So we're going to give them a chance to play, especially the likes of Joel Soñora, who has not made an appearance yet at the senior team level. He's made 12 caps actually for the U20, so this is his big chance to make a first impression on me here. But yeah, as you can see, squad has a lot of changes to it from last match. Only one staying will be Michael Bradley, Weston McKinney, and Paul Arriola. The rest are all switched, are all new faces coming in here. Of course, some made sub appearances last match, including the likes of Tyler Adams and Kellen Acosta. But those two will be getting the start in this one. So yeah, we'll have to see how these boys perform here. We'll be resting Christian Pulisic. Not sure if he'll be playing at all. Jonathan Amon will be most likely playing in this one too. And then Josh Sargent, I also am looking forward to giving him a debut most likely in this one as well. So let's get right into this game here. I think Venezuela should be a pretty stern test compared to Paraguay. So we'll have to see how we perform, especially we're going to be sticking with the same tactical system, of course. No changes yet to that. Okay, so here are the starting 11s for the two teams. Of course, you already know ours, but looking at Venezuela's here, they got some pretty solid players in here, including Thomas Rincon at that DM role and Solomon Rondon up at striker. So we'll have to see, how we deal with these boys. They also have Rolf Felcher. I think this is Rolf Felcher from LA Galaxy at left back. So a few familiar faces in there. Solomon Rondon's actually probably the most well known there. Use some other ones as well thrown in there too. Sergio Cordova as well from Augsburg. So a few known faces, otherwise some unknowns as well. So we'll have to see how we perform against these boys and see if they provide us with a nice little test here. I'm going to go with the similar team talk from last match, not that there's much variety in them anyways. And yeah, let's get around to it and see how we perform here. Okay, finally. So first highlight of the match here in the 38th minute. Not too much going on in this match. We've been dominating possession. Generally, we've created a few chances ourselves, so let's see if we can create something here. But it looks like it's going to be Venezuela who gets the chance, but Solomon Rondon offside. So that being the only real highlight of the match so far. Pretty dull match, as you can see. And looking at some of the stats too here, pretty obviously offside there. But looking at some of the stats, 5 shots, 5 off target, so no shots on target for us yet. No clear cut or half chances created, but we do have a few key passes in there as well. So not the best performance. Josie Altidore has been pretty quiet. So we're going to head into halftime here. It looks like a 0-0 game. Pretty uninspired performance. Not the best player ratings either. So definitely changes to be made here in the second half. Hopefully inspire us to a better second half performance. Yeah, we're going to make changes here now for sure. Bradley's on a yellow. So something to consider. I do want to bring in Keaton Parks again. I liked what he did last match. Of course, he did score as well, so that always helps. But I think I'm going to bring him in. I also want to bring in Jonathan Amon at left wing. For Timothy Weah here. Pretty quiet performance from him so far. So we're gonna let him take the second half off though. Not too happy with what I saw from him anyways. Not that I really saw anything from him because there wasn't any highlights. So those two subs coming in for sure. Josie Altidore is going to come up as well. We're going to give Josh Sargent a debut in my squad anyways. We're going to give him the pressing forward role, I think, for now. Put him on attack and see what he can do from that role. We're going to leave Paul Arriola in. I think we're going to leave the rest of the squad like it is. Pretty happy with Tyler Adams. Might actually give Nick Lima a quick chance at right wing back here and see how he can do in the wake of Kellen Acosta. So let's see what these boys can do here second half. Hopefully it's a bit more inspired than the first half. We were going to leave the tactics the same. We have been dominating possession, controlling the match for large parts of it. So let's see if we can make that work for us in the second half here. I think Michael Bradley will probably be the last one coming off in this match. Don't really envision making too many other subs in this one because obviously too we're not really going for a win here. We're looking more at the 1 individual player performances and 2 overall tactical performance. So yeah, let's get into the second half here and see how we do. Okay, so coming up on the 70th minute here, nothing going for us really, so I'm going to make some more changes. I'm going to encourage a bit more direct passing. Actually, we'll probably go still shorter passing, but at a higher tempo for us, and probably remove work ball into box, as it hasn't really been all that beneficial for us in this match, even though I do want to train that to be a feature of the squad for sure. We are going to make a few changes here. Joel Soñora going to come off. He's getting tired, but a pretty quality start for him, honestly, just considering the circumstances. We are going to bring on DeAndre Yedlin as well. We're not going to play him there. We're going to play him at his usual wingback role, and then switch Nick Lima back over to the inverted wingback role on the left there, and see what he can do for us there. And I think it's going to be the last few subs we make in this one. Actually, I think we may just give Sean Johnson 20 minutes as well, just to see what he can do. Although, never mind, we are out of subs again, so we are just going to leave it like it is, and I think we can be pretty content with that. So let's see if we can make anything happen here in these last few minutes here. Nothing too much going on in the second half either. Beasler picks it up though, back to Bradley. We have space. He whips it over across. We have space in the wings. Him's going to cut in, shoots on his left foot, and it's going to be wide. So decent little chance right there for us, honestly. But you like to see like that activity and movement in and around the 18 box, like we just saw there. Pretty good spacing as well. So positive signs, but unfortunately in that scenario, nothing coming from it. Here we are coming upon the last few seconds in this one. Just 20 seconds remaining, looking like this one is going to be a draw. And honestly, I'm not too disappointed with this one, considering, yeah, obviously this is the second match in charge, and definitely fielded a much weaker starting 11 to start this one, considering that I did want to get all those players chances to play just to see how they were performing. And compared to last match, yeah, like I said, it's a little bit duller, not quite as much creativity from the side overall, not as much output, obviously, considering the lack of goals. So yeah, we're going to take this one as still, I think, a positive result, in all honesty. Got players involved that I did want to see play. Ethan Horvath didn't have to do much. So we'll look at some of the stats quickly too. So Venezuela, 3 key passes, no chances created. We had 6 key passes and 1 chance created from Jonathan Amon. So he looked pretty, considering 45 minutes in his debut, he looked pretty solid there. So not too bad. We'll look at one other thing I like to look at too. I wanted to show you guys last time. This is one of my favorite things to look at, and these are called pass maps, or in this game, it's called pass combinations. But looking at the average positions and also the combinations of passes between the players. As you can see here, Josie Altidore was left pretty isolated up there. As you can see here, Tyler Adams, Matt Leisler getting involved in the build-up play pretty high up the field, which is kind of positive to see. Although the average positions are very narrow, so it looks like Venezuela kind of basically constrained the space that we had in this match to work with. But a lot of positive passes forward between the wingers as well and the midfielders. Just the one connection we're missing is that advanced forward connection, or in this sense, a complete forward was his role, but connections up top with Josie Altidore, which we very much lacked. And actually, looking at the touches and stuff like that, Josh Sargent got almost twice as many touches as Josie Altidore in that match, so a lot less of a promising performance from Josie Altidore in this one. So we'll move on from this one. Not the best performance for sure, 0-0 draw with Venezuela, but we'll take it, and we'll take the positives that we can find out of it for sure. So here is a look at our upcoming schedule now, and we have Qatar and Costa Rica coming up in about a month, and then Australia and Iceland following a month later. So 4 friendlies in total on the schedule right now coming up here. And I might try to speed up the process by which I go about going through these friendlies and try to get to the more important matches, important qualifying matches as well. But at the same time, I do kind of want to showcase the way I go about developing the squad and also developing the tactical system within this squad. So that is something I definitely want to showcase here for you guys. So I'll probably just keep going about this at the pace I feel necessary. But if you guys feel otherwise, just let me know in the comment section, and I will make the adjustments necessary to keep the series rolling. And I feel like at a necessary but efficient rate. So because I don't want to be going through all the friendly, every single friendly as if it's a big match, because obviously that will get tedious over time, and I may become bored with the series in that scenario. So yeah, I'll make sure the series is streamlined enough, and yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any opinions or thoughts about this series so far, and I'll be glad to read them in the comment section. And like I said, make adjustments as necessary. So I'll see you guys very soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day.